Hey
guys, happy, beautiful, blessed Tuesday evening. It's 6:23 here in San Diego, California. Where are you guys watching from? Please smash the heart button so we know that you like this content, and TikTok allows other people to see it as well and promote it, as well as Facebook and YouTube. Guys, today we're going to test Evian. It's a big request. So we have a previous bottle, but many wanted to get a brand new one seal and pop it open in front of you so you guys get to see what's going on. So we got 30 people, 41 people connected. Manny, can you greet?
Greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Manuel Chamizo, also known as the Alkalized Man, and today I am a guest for the Hydration Angel, known as the Evelyn. Oh, she's so glorious.
So thank you so much, Lori. I'm set. Harold, Amone, Retro, Lola, Big David, Clarence, User, Carrie, Dylan, Mike, Henry, Flamerider, L.O., Nan, Amat, Waltriet, Ed, Big, Eileen, Diana, Cindy, Susie, Freedom, J.S., Hero Bader, Emma, Lewis, Joel, Pamsy, Kevin, Rocamel, Philip, everyone. Thank you so much, guys, for staying tuned here with us as we are super excited to test Evian live for you guys. So we're going to be doing 3 tests. He is going to make sure that Evian water has minerals. The second test is the antioxidants, what is the most important test of them all, because once this water hits your stomach, doesn't matter, it's alkaline, acidic, but if it is that water, it won't make any difference or benefits for your body and your hydration. And the third test that he's gonna do is the pH, the one that you guys are very familiarized and you guys have seen it. Now, when I say pH doesn't matter, I don't mean exactly like it doesn't, but if you think about fishes, sea animals, the pH of the ocean is alkaline. The pH of the river is alkaline. The pH of rain happens to be, well, rain is acidic nowadays, but you get my point.
So, in California.
Anyone here interested in Evian water? All right, so here it is. The legend, the man, the aerospace engineer, utilizing his available time to share and educate.
Yes, and Evelyn also made some fusion water with the structured water with, what was it, orange and mint?
I think that's spearmint.
Ah, it's glorious. It's going to hold me over during this lovely test. So, what we're also going to do is we're going to record this during the live, and I will make an edited version of this, so you can always refer to your family and friends, whoever, on the results of the test. Just gonna be, just make sure everything is lined up.
And I would say try to go straight up to this, focus and do it, and then at the end we go through Q&A.
Okay, so you want to go through all the testing first?
Yes. So we go straight to the point, guys.
Okay, and make sure everything is adjusted. Okay, so we're going to, oh wow, there's some differences.
I noticed the packaging is different. Can you show it to them?
Yeah.
Check that out, guys. Do you see the Evian from back in the day? Had like a more beautiful printing straight up to the bottle.
Old school, new school.
And the new one, if you allow me to show it to them, also has like a weird sticker, like it's some bubbles in there. I noticed that. Yeah. We bought this one from Ralph's.
And you see.
Here you go, hon.
I wanted to find out if the sources have changed. This one is saying, a balance is 7.2. So it's just saying it's barely neutral. Wow. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. So did the sources change? Ingredients, blah, blah. Natural spring water inquiries are reported on bottled water quality information, blah. And let me see. This one has some of the basics. of calcium, magnesium, potassium, one little thing of potassium, bicarbonates. Oh, you're going to do it that way. Okay. But we're going to see all this different type of stuff. So, okay. Yes. All right. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to conduct 3 tests. We're going to be testing the mineral content, the antioxidants, how alive is the water, but also what everyone's focused on is the alkalinity of these waters. So I'll be recording this, and you guys will be seeing this all at the same time, and you guys are going to be part of this. So please, 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 ask the questions. We love the questions. We're going to do more of the Q&A near the end, and for speeding purposes, but also in the same time, we'll be able to give you that time to answer your questions. And we may do a little extra based on the list of questions. And if you have any particular requests of basically bottles of water, we may already have it here. And we are in the process of editing a lot of videos based on all these different tests. And if you like this information, please smash that screen. That screen needs to be touched by you, but that's a-okay. Alrighty, so let me see if I can do a little quick introduction. Come on. All right. And 1, 2, and 3. So greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Manuel Chamiso, also known as the Alkalized Man, and today we're going to plant a seed in your mind dealing with water. Here I have an old Avian. I have not drinking any of this, but it's old and I want to test it. Here, I just bought this today, and this, we're going to see how this grows. And then, I have no idea how old these guys are, but this is about 10 minutes old. I made it in my kitchen. My structured water. I love it, I love it. So we'll conduct the 3 tests. Minerals, how alive the water is, as well as the pH. What everyone's focused on is the pH. But let's go do the tests. Nice little pause. Okay. So, my probes can fit in here. So that is a good sign, but it can't fit in here. So I will do this. And I knew that Evelyn, well, let me do this. Yeah, Evelyn will want me to do this. I'll crack this bad boy open. And then this bad boy. Okay. All right. So to give it better positioning for this, so you guys can see the mineral test. All right. And this is my crystal, and it's just using for weights because right now this thing is pretty flimsy. So let me put this behind it so I have some weight. Sweet. All right. Let me do this. So what I have here is a light meter. So if the water before us has low to no minerals, it won't turn this light on. But if it does have minerals, the light will turn on. Nature is conductive. The water in nature normally has minerals. So when I go with this nice little lemon, this lemon has minerals. So when we eat our fruits and vegetables, good amount of minerals. And here, Evelyn gave me some nice lemons. Also has minerals. Lemons is so super alkalizing. It's beautiful. That's why in so many cultures they eat this good, glorious stuff. Okay, so let's see if the Avians, based on the ingredients that says it has minerals, does it have enough minerals to turn this light on? Turns it on. That's the old version. This is about, I think, 1 or 2 years old. for here. Okay, we got lights turned on. Sweet, 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 sweet. And then I can't put my probe in here. So I already poured it. Boom. So mineral-wise, all the Avians turn on. So good kudos. Okay, I'll give him good props on that. So far with Avian, out of all the bottled water, there's been the sparkling mineral waters that have lit up. There's been Flow, Avian, and sometimes Arrowhead. And I'll show you the Flow.
Oh, I'll help you. Got it.
And the Flow, they'll turn on. So I give them kudos. I give them kudos. All right. So I don't have to stretch so much. Okay, okay. So let's move these bad boys around.
So first test.
So the first test,
Done.
that was actually pretty shocking that all the waters that I'm testing has their minerals. But the good thing is minerals doesn't normally dissipate so often. So that's a good sign. Okay. So put these guys back into place. Okay. And then.
Oh, it's not connected.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. What did you do?
This one. I love this device. I love this device. This is an ORP meter. This is the biggest debate breaker that's in the market right now, in a sense. So I'll let you guys know. You guys already know this. So there's a huge market of alkaline water. And because there's a huge market and they're special, people are paying up the nose for alkaline waters. And the reason is they don't really put too much in it, in a sense, but they're able to charge you up the nose for it. So we're doing this whole big project just to verify what is the best bottled water. And this particular test, pretty much breaks everything down in a very, very beautiful way. Since we have been told that alkaline water is healthy for you, well, that sounds great. But then why are the doctors and the nutritionists are saying, oh, there's not enough evidence that alkaline water is healthy for you? But there's a huge market on alkaline water. The reason why it's like this little hodgepodge of confusion is because of one little word. It's like this alkaline water is healthy, this alkaline water is not healthy. Who's right? This one little word, ORP, or abbreviation, ORP. This is an ORP meter.
What does that mean, ORP?
The probability of reduction of oxidation. So this measures everything in millivolts. And if it has active antioxidants, it reads it as a negative ORP, a negative millivolt. But if it's a positive ORP, then it has oxidation, it has free radicals. It has no health benefits for you at all. That is the classification. I'll have to find the documentation and I'll make a video on this whole concept on alkaline water with positive ORP and alkaline water with negative ORP. I did like a little video explanation on it. But a lot of your alkaline forming foods, if you look into Google search or any search engine out there, you look up alkaline versus acidic foods. You'll know, or you'll start to notice the pattern that a lot of your alkaline forming foods are fruits and vegetables. Lemons is super alkalizing. Also, watermelons are super alkalizing. Lemons are super alkalizing. Yes, it is an acid when you put it in your mouth, but the body sees it as an alkaline forming food. So when you eat a lot of processed foods, when you eat a lot of meats, fried foods, and all that other stuff, it's acid forming. Even your fried deeply cooked foods is a carcinogenic. It is free radicals. It's going into your system. In the U.S., we have a lot of processed foods. A lot of these processed foods do a lot of things. A lot of these processed foods is not allowed in other countries. And I'll just go with the simple question. Who do you think is healthier, the US or Europe?
Japan.
Then, oh yeah, then who has the highest amount of cancer? Who? If you're thinking about the US, we're pretty damn high. When you think of diabetes worldwide, who do you think has the most diabetes cases? A lot of your, like, England England, they're getting a little heavy. But the US, we have a lot of diabetes. Why? That's because of the free radicals and the oxidation that we're consuming on a daily basis. And when you start to find out where all your oxidation is coming from, then you want to find something that has something that can balance it. So if you're going through stress, if you're going through aches and pains, if you're going through a dis-ease, or if you're going through something that you, health-wise, it's not the best, then look at the things that you're eating and also look at your stress. It's like, is it your work that's stressing you out? Is it the traffic that's stressing you out? Is your kids stressing you out? Are you just stressed to freak out? Are your thoughts stressed out? Even stress creates oxidation in your body.
Sadness.
Sadness.
Anger.
Sadness, the thoughts that make you sad gives you stress. Stress is oxidation. Free radicals start to thrive in your body. So your cortisol is going to go up. If your cortisol is going up, that means your cholesterol is going up. If your cholesterol is going up, your blood pressure is also going up. And if your blood pressure is up, what are you drinking? Are you drinking enough? Because we buy so much bottled water to the point where we have plastic islands around the world. Around the world. There's a lot of plastic, and we are told that they can't really clean up these plastic islands. One, it's too damn big. And two, even if they clean it, it piles back up. Because the source of where all these plastic bottles are coming from. Now, this is one of the things I've been noticing a little bit as well. Obviously, these are where the multiple currents of the ocean is pretty much creating like these nodes, where all the flows of water just goes into these particular locations. But South America has 3 of them. On all 3 sides, I think that's rather amazing. And then you have the US, you have right next to California, between California and Hawaii. And between, and also, this is where it gets into a weird part. So Hawaii is over here. There's actually like a little sprinkle, like a bridge of plastic that goes to Japan. So there's a lot of plastic that's floating in our oceans. And did you know, even though it's in the waters, it's on our dinner plates? Fish. The fish eat the microplastic. Then we consume the fish that have microplastic. We consume bottles of water that have microplastic. And people have a lot of microplastic being built up. So if you look into microplastic is synthetic estrogen. Synthetic estrogen is something that destabilizes the hormones. So if you just go to Google search or any search engine, you just look up what's the side effects of BPA plastic, what's the side effects of synthetic estrogen, and you'll start to know it's cancer causing. And even some of the preservatives that we have in the US is banned in other countries. GMOs that we thrive here is banned in other countries. So the ORP, getting the antioxidants in your system, is literally, and this is why I say this is the most important test. This is the indication that tells you what is the most important thing you have to take within yourself. Antioxidants. Everything is about antioxidants. If you look at people that eat a lot of meat and potatoes and a lot of chips and stuff, just look at the mirror or just look at them. Just look. If the food has no life, what does the person look like? Do they have a lot of life in them? Do they have a lot of spring in their step? But if you look at a vegetarian or a vegan or someone who eats a lot of fruits and vegetables, just go to a grocery store. Just look at the person. Do they have a lot of fruits and vegetables? What do they look like? If they have a lot of processed foods, what do they look like? You are a reflection of what you eat. You are what you eat. So having antioxidants is awesome. And that's why we do these type of tests. So I'm just rambling. So let me go straight to the thing.
Do you want to answer any questions real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. So
right now I'm calibrating.
Before we do that, so I have Nancy asking what water shall she drink?
Huh?
What water should I buy? She says something.
What water should you buy? That's the question. So far, when it comes to antioxidants, a lot of the bottles that we have tested so far do not have antioxidants. A lot of them don't have minerals. Some of them has a decent pH, but, and I'll say this a little bit later, but the alkalinity of these waters has a play. But what water should you buy? That's why we're doing these tests. We don't buy bottled water. And the one reason is it contributes to the pollution, but also it contributes to the microplastic in the body. We're trying to get the microplastic out of the body. And 3, since so far, after testing more than 40 different types of bottles of water, especially over the years, we've had our system for 8 years. We have not bought bottled water for 8 years, and we know that we're drinking the best water along the planet. This type of water is only made in 6 different locations. You have one in Mexico. There's a spring there that has water with antioxidants. There is a spring here in Lourdes, France. It's so special, they built a church on top of it. And a lot of people visit that location. Then there's Nordenau, Germany. And I've never been there. I haven't seen too much there, but there's a spring that has antioxidants there. And I think that's where the Russians went to create this technology for the system that makes this structured water. Then there's another one in India, North India. There's another one in China. I have no idea where it's at. And then there's one in Australia, mostly around the south area of Australia, where there's these specific springs that have these waters with antioxidants. And a lot of people, like you can go on Google search or search engines or whatever, when people start drinking electrolytes reduced water, structured water, molecular hydrogen water, all this different terminology, water with electrons. When they start drinking these waters, especially in Lourdes, France, hence why they put a church on top of it, a lot of people that had issues, they would drink this water and those issues would reduce. So they love it. One day, Evelyn and I, we're going to go to Lourdes, France, and we're going to make a beautiful video. Nordenau, I'm definitely going to go there because I'm from Germany, you know? I didn't know. A lot of people don't know this stuff, but you guys are learning this stuff over here. But now that this device should be calibrated, I will go into the test. All right. So let me make sure that this is working properly. All right. Okay.
In the meantime, somebody's asking what's needed to make alkaline water.
What's needed to make alkaline water? That's actually a beautiful question. Okay, that needs to go a little bit more into the acid. Okay, so what it takes to make alkaline water is the following. I made a video on this, but if you look into Essentia, which is one of the most famous alkaline bottled water out there, you'll notice in the ingredients, They say purified water with reverse osmosis, but also sodium bicarbonate. So if you go to your local grocery store and you get baking soda, look into the ingredients in the back and you'll notice sodium bicarbonate. Of course, you don't want to get you want to be aluminum free, but there has been documentation saying that when you consume alkaline water with baking soda, there are rare cases that people develop kidney stones. And when you're consuming too much baking soda, it can destabilize your stomach acid. And if your stomach becomes destabilized, then it will lead towards acid reflux and stuff like that. So to remedy the acid reflux, consuming, like, people tend to go to Tums. That just puts like a Band-Aid on it, but that's not fixing the problem. To recalibrate your stomach acid, that's where apple cider vinegar comes into play. Because the apple cider vinegar has a pH of 2.5, it helps bring the stomach acid back down to a low pH. And then don't drink water while you are eating. Because when you're drinking water, especially alkaline water, while you're eating, it's diluting the stomach acid. And because the body sees water as water, when you start putting things into your water, such as tea, well, tea doesn't see it as food. When you look into juices, lemonades, and other collections of things, juices, the body sees it as a food, a liquid food. So when you're doing smoothies, your body sees it as a food. When you're doing juices, your body sees it as food. So when you're consuming juices while you are eating, it does not destabilize your stomach acid. So that's a good thing. But when you put water in it, it will dilute the stomach acid. So it's typically not suggested to drink water during the time that you're eating your food. The rule of thumb is don't drink water a half an hour before and after your meal. And then once your meal is digested, then drink all the water in the world. So when it comes to alkaline water, same principle. Don't drink water before and after your meal. So that's a nice rule of thumb. Hopefully that helps out a little bit.
There's another question.
There's another question?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let me see here.
You want to answer one more question?
Yeah.
The most important pH, the one of your stomach acid.
Yes, I agree. Spicy Alamo. Spicy Alamo, you are absolutely correct. Because if you destabilize your stomach acid, you start having little problems here and there with acid reflux. And if that situation doesn't get fixed immediately, then you'll start going into like medication. And then once you start going into medication, then those medications can cause side effects on your organs. And if you're dealing with side effects from those issues, then that can lead to other issues. And if those issues pop up, then you're going to be given more medication from your doctor. It just goes into this little spiral. So it all comes down to what you're eating. The biggest focus, because we are 70 to 75% water, the first thing we should be focused on, how hydrated are you? How much water do you drink throughout the day? Are you drinking your weight in ounces in water? Because if you do not drink enough water, that means your body has to use its water to move things around. So think about your body like a river, or your blood like a river. So if you have a river that is flowing like the water rapids, then you're super hydrated. But if you have like a little creek in this big river, you are seriously dehydrated. And the best indication of dehydration is if you go into the bathroom and you urinate, and you're urinating yellow, you're seriously dehydrated. If you're going towards the orange, you need to drink water immediately. And if you're going towards the brown, you got some serious situations. You best drink up like a fish. You drink like a fish. So the whole idea is to urinate clear. Just urinating clear, you're in the clear. Yeah, no pun intended. But a lot of the U.S., even though we buy so much bottled water, a lot of us still do not drink enough water. we're supposed to drink about a gallon a day. So if you weigh more than 100 pounds, you're supposed to drink a gallon of water. But a lot of people don't want to drink a lot of water because one, it gets very expensive. Two, they can't drink as much. And three, it can get very, very, very expensive. Especially if you're going towards essential, like alkaline water, and you're trying to drink a gallon a day. Ooh, you're spending almost like $50 or more a week. So I drink a gallon of this every day, and it costs me 10 cents. So let me do the introduction because, oh yeah, let me make sure that this is calibrated. This is gold right here. All right. Okay. I'm trying to make sure that this thing moves fast enough. All right. Okay, so I'll do this for you guys first, so you guys have an idea of what it looks like, and then I'll do the recorded version. Babe, you want to hold on to this?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I was making myself a delicious tea.
Okay. Alrighty. So if it's a positive number, it has oxidation. It has free radicals. But if it's a negative number, it has antioxidants. So we're going to go to the old Avian.
And let me show it here to Facebook and YouTube as well, okay?
Yeah.
So
you guys want to get first dibs because you guys are here. And we thank you guys so much for spending some of your time here because hopefully this is some valuable information. We want to make sure that you're spending your money at the right places. Okay, here we go. Old Avian. Is it a positive number or a negative number?
positive 255.
255. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Up and down.
Show the other audience.
I need to adjust my arm. Okay, guys. Making sure you guys can see that number.
Mm-hmm.
267. But it's a positive number.
Mm-hmm. You gotta love science. Science. Okay, here's the new Avian.
Positive 260, 270. Yeah. 250 to 70 up and down. Oh my gosh, it went to 300. Yeah, 300, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you may be saying, okay, all I see is positive numbers. Well, let me help you out then. Here, what you got now?
Negative 360.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, negative 400 for a second. Wow. Here you go, guys. Wow, 445, 460. Crazy. That's living water for you guys.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
So I'll make a video a little bit later on fruits and vegetables so I can plug this up. I already made a video on YouTube where I plugged this into a banana, avocado, which was the only one that gave me a negative number, blueberries, a zucchini, I think a strawberry or something or other. But a lot of your fruits and vegetables have the structured water with antioxidants, especially if it's from the farm. But if it's fresh from the farm, it definitely has antioxidants. But when it goes to the store, because it takes so much time from the farm to the grocery store, that's time that the antioxidants is depreciating. It's like cutting an apple in half. It's being exposed, unplugged, and then you have air. It slowly goes brown. That means it's oxidizing. So this is very interesting in a sense because the value didn't change much with age. So that's interesting. But that's where the magic happens. This is why this is the most important test, because this could be like, well, they don't call themselves alkaline water because it's almost like a neutral. It's based on what they're written over here. But we'll see with that next test. But let me record this So this is documented. Okay, so, and then, okay, and then, so this is the most important test. This registers the negative and or the positive ORP. What that means is if it's a negative ORP, it has antioxidants. That is life. But if it has a positive ORP, it has a lot of oxidation, meaning death. Basically, the more oxidation or oxidative stress you have, the closer you are to dis-ease. But when it comes to a negative ORP, you're getting further away from dis-ease. So let's see if these waters is a positive or a negative. Here we got the old Avian, and check out that number. It is a positive number. Oh, but then when we go to the newer Avian, put this bad boy in there, and you get a positive number. Ooh, so it hasn't changed much. But then when you go into the water that I make in my kitchen, you have a negative number. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. That's what I drink every day. That's what I make in my kitchen. Woo! I just gotta celebrate. I love this stuff. So I gotta make sure I do a pause, because if I don't pause, then the editing gets all weird. But what I like about this test is it's replicatable. So I can duplicate. Anyone can do this with this beautiful machine. So, and so if you go on Google search and you look into the negative ORP and the positive ORP of foods, you'll start seeing patterns. Because when you get to find out that a lot of your dead foods has a positive ORP, that should give you a nice, beautiful clue, a beautiful seed in your mind, because negative ORP is the essence of health. Active electrons, active antioxidants. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And we did measure coffee. There are some coffees that do give you active antioxidants. But the craziest part is when there are some people, when they drink coffee, they get acid reflux because, oddly enough, coffee is acidic. But when you make it with structured water, and this is where I thought was pretty cool. When I make coffee with structured water, the bitterness of the coffee goes down. It's a little bit sweeter. And also the acidity of the coffee, obviously, because it has antioxidants, it gives it a smoother taste. I like it. I really don't use sugar. And there are some people, they do not put sugar in their coffee, which is great. And the benefits of coffee, especially if you're doing this in the morning and you have not had your meal, did you know that coffee can increase your ketones? It actually gives you more of a fat burning mode with coffee. I thought that was freaking awesome when I found that out. And I didn't drink a lot of coffee. And when I was going through water fasting, that coffee, besides like curbing up some of the appetite, which I didn't have much of, but when you when you drink coffee when you're in ketosis, and it just gives you all this energy because of the caffeine, but you get more ketones. You get more of a ketone jump, especially for the head. Oh my God. And then when I'm working out, when I'm in a fasted state, I'll drink coffee and then I go work out. Oh, I'm pumping mad. So I don't use pre-workout. I use coffee. So that's just little tidbits of cool information here and there. Okay, so we're going to go to the last test. So let me go into the little recording and do the last test. And okay, so you guys are going to see where all this market stuff comes in. And also based on the stomach acid, I'll give a little something to that too. Okay. Okay. And record. And record. So the last test is the alkalinity. Everyone is focused on the alkalinity of their water. So let's see if Avian has its alkalinity. Okay. That is interesting. Okay. So here we have the old Avian. It is a blue. So if it's a blue, that means it is alkaline. But then here with the new Avian, this is also like a greenish blue. So that's a little bit interesting. And so of course, when we have this water, it is a beautiful purple. So it is more alkaline than these Avians. Now, this is where it gets into the debate. All alkaline water, is it a scam or not a scam? Well, when you're dealing with stomach acid, which is a low pH, and soda is a very, very low pH, what does that do in reference to stomach acid? It kills the alkalinity. So if you're drinking soda, it kills your alkalinity. But when it hits your stomach acid, when you're eating, it kills your alkalinity. So I would say don't drink soda because we all know that soda is bad. But when it comes to acid from the stomach, alkalinity does not hold up at all. So is alkaline water a good thing? But is it a bad thing? But the most important thing, like I mentioned before, let's see if these waters can help this acid up. Bring it up. Bring up that pH. Not much, but it is doing a little something. But what if I go over here? You see that water change a little bit? Ooh. But let me show you something that's magical. Remember, I was going with this whole thing that electrons is the most important thing for your diet. Electrons is the most important thing in your diet. So if you have a positive ORP water with soda, what happens? It becomes more oxidative. When you go to another one with the newest Avian, because of the soda, it still has more oxidation. But then, when you're dealing with acid, and you're also dealing with structured water, look at that. There's still antioxidants. It was carbonated, which is very oxidative, but the antioxidants is still surviving the acid. That is magical right there. So this, what makes structured water alkaline forming. Let me see. Okay. So you guys didn't see that. So I got the camera over here. So this is the magic. This is the very magic that makes everything makes more sense. Here you have the Avian with some soda. It is oxidative. It's a higher number than what it was before. You see that? But then when I go to the new Avian, here you have still more oxidation than what it was before. But then when you go to structured water, look at that. Can you see that? Oh, wait. There's water right on the negative. Are you kidding me? Look at that. It is a negative number. You see that? That's beautiful. That is the magic. That is the magic. If anything in the world, that is the magic. Your antioxidants still survive the most horrendous waters that you can possibly drink. So your stomach acid does not break down antioxidants. And that's why when you eat fruits and vegetables, it has a positive health effect onto you. And that's why, and this is based on science, this is why structured water has a positive influence on your health, because it's alkaline forming. The antioxidants, the electrons, the negative ORP is what helps your body get healthier. So hopefully you got to see, a lot of people don't know this. What you guys just saw, a lot of people don't know this. But this part of the science makes everything make sense. Eat your fruits and vegetables. And if you're interested in getting this structured water to include into your healthy habits, please, 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 please message Evelyn, Hydration Angel. And if you have any questions for me, which is, I have over here, where is it? You can find me on TikTok on the Alkalized Man. And I've been researching on health for about 20 years. And I've been trying to go through this whole thing of how to help the body to detox, how to help the body go into a more of a natural state, using foods, waters, especially water, and multiple other methods. So you guys got to see something that's normally not shared online. And a lot of people, it's magic with science, and it makes sense. That's what I love about it the most, because people who are concerned with stomach acid, makes perfect sense. People who think that alkaline water is a scam, it makes perfect sense. But structured water, electrolytes reduced water, molecular hydrogen water, based on science as well as medical documentation, this water has a nice, beautiful impact onto your health. It improves things. It's a beautiful thing. Water. We're 70 to 75% water. Our planet is 70 to 75% water. Instead of buying bottled water, buy a beautiful glass, like what Evelyn did. She bought this beautiful glass bottle, and we just put the best water in that we know on the planet in our kitchen and just put it in our glass. So you guys pretty much know what I drink every day. So let me go through the comments to see if there's any questions and see how that's going. What do you need to make alkaline water? We already answered that. The most important pH is your stomach acid, which I agree, which we just showed right here. And then, oh, there's some more. What is that water? Is that the one? What is that water, Wendy? This is alkalized structured water. This is the water that we make in our kitchen. And we teach people how to make this type of water in their kitchen. So we focus on the benefits in comparison of what most people buy from a grocery store versus what we make in our kitchen. And obviously, we'll teach you all these different things, how to make this water in your kitchen. Keep it sealed, though. Love your life? Yes, I agree. One of the things I noticed, which is one of the reasons why I have the old one and the new one, there are times that if you keep, like if the water is acidic and you keep the cap open, it actually changes the pH of the water. It actually brings the water back, like if it's acidic, it brings the water more towards alkaline. Same thing with, and you guys probably already know this, so with carbonated water, if you have the cap on, the carbonation leaves the water, and you guys already know this, carbonated water is an acid. It's super acidic. But then when you have it exposed to the air, all that carbon gas is gone. And once that carbon gas is gone, then the pH of the water changes. And it goes into a more of an alkaline state. So it went from an acid to an alkalinity. So I thought that was pretty cool when I learned that about alkalinity.
Can you explain the difference between a filtration system and our system?
Yes. So a filtration system is pretty much just filtering the water, no big deal. A lot of your bottled water is filtered water. A lot of it is distilled water, reverse osmosis, vapor distilled. It's just pretty much making it closer to H2O. And then they put in minerals back into it. And a lot of your carbon filters do not strip the minerals, which is great, but it also takes a lot of the stuff out. When it comes to the system that we have in our kitchen, it is an ionizer. And what an ionizer really does is it electrocutes the water. So our system filters the water, and then it gets electrocuted through a electrolysis process, and it splits the water molecules. And what that means is one of the ports is negative ORP water, and the other side is a positive ORP water. So we drink the negative ORP water, and we collect the positive ORP water, and we give it to our plants. Our plants love it. They just drink all day. So, and an ionizer requires electricity, and a filter does not. So that's also one big difference too. Kibitildo, you need salt to help your body absorb water better. So, love your life. That is almost correct. The reason why you have salt water is, yes, for your body to absorb it, where the water does not strip your minerals, but you're also introducing more minerals into your system, yes. But if you haven't noticed, when you drink a lot of water, you tend to feel a little bit bloated. And there have been multiple people where when they drink bottled water, they are still thirsty. And the salt does help in a sense of kind of like quenching the thirst with a taste. But when you go into juicing, smoothies, and structured water, the structured water in fruits and vegetables and ionized alkaline structured water quenches the thirst as well, because the water is penetrating through your body. And when I drink like a half of this, within maybe a couple of seconds, maybe 15 to 30 seconds, my body is absorbing all that water. So when I drink this, it's hydrating my brain. And as it's going down my esophagus, my throat is absorbing the water as well. But when I do water from a restaurant, I can feel it sit in my stomach, and I can do the swish test. A simple test. You just go to any of your bottled water, just drink some, maybe a half a glass, and you just do this and feel that swish. So even if you added salt into it, it will still have that swish. But when you go towards watermelon juice, if you drink a watermelon juice, it won't swish as much. And that's because watermelon has structured water, and that watermelon is going to hydrate you much better than any of the bottled water that you ever buy. So normally when I find out someone that has constipation, or they're super dehydrated with a collection of other issues, aches and pains and things, I will tell them, consume one watermelon per day for a week and see how you feel at the end of the week. And a lot of people have been telling me, dude, I love watermelon. And after the whole week, they feel much better, because the water from a watermelon is way better than bottled water. Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but you get so much higher quality, plus you get a gallon of structured water. Okay, what water is the best? Dixie Darling. That is a very good question.
Can I have that?
Okay. So far, based on testing, the best water is this. It has the minerals, which these guys do too. This has the antioxidants, which a lot of these do not. And also this has a good pH, where the pH is not induced by chemicals. It's actually induced by electricity. And because it's induced by electricity, this will not destabilize the body's pH. There are certain places in your body that has to be acidic. The easiest one is the stomach acid. Also, you have your, what's it called? The bile. The bile that comes from your gallbladder down to the stomach is also supposed to be very acidic. It helps with the digestion system. And there's other parts that's supposed to be slightly acidic. Some places are neutral. Your blood stays just a little bit above neutral. And also your bones are alkaline. And there's other organs such as, your multiple organs, they like to be in an alkaline environment. And based on 1931? Was it 1931? Weston Price said that a lot of your dis-ease do not exist in a alkaline environment. A lot of your dis-ease lives in an acidic environment. So if a lot of your foods is acidic, it gets you closer towards dis-ease. But a lot of your healthy people tend to eat more fruits and vegetables, get their antioxidants, and they get further away from dis-ease. So hopefully that answered that question. We're still trying to find out what is the best water. And so far, bottled water wise, nothing has beaten the water that we make in our kitchen. And obviously, if you have further questions, you want to know more about the system, you can make literally the best water in your kitchen. In your kitchen, based on science and nature.
Okay, guys, so if you guys want to book a phone call with us, please go to my TikTok page and you'll see this link underneath my bio. And you'll see a little image, and at the bottom says click here to schedule a call. That way you can choose the best date and time that works for you. And, that way you'll have your answers faster and, you'll be able to see if our system is what you need at your home at this moment.
Yes. So think about the awesome convenience. Making the best water and using that water to make fusion teas, fusion waters, soups, smoothies, oatmeal, almond milk, walnut milk, nut milks. What else? Lemonades,
Turkey.
Jamaica. Your meats, you put structured water, you soak your meats in structured water. It reduces the acidity of the meat. It also hydrates your meat. You cook your meat. It cuts the time of cooking. Oh my God, the soups is amazing. I cooked a 15-pound turkey. Normally that takes about 4 hours. I cooked that turkey in less than 2. I have it's on my TikTok. It's like I think one of my first videos, and it was phenomenal. What else? You can also the system itself makes 7 different types of water. So one of the waters, which I don't normally talk about too much, is beauty water. I normally just put it in a glass and beauty water is a lower pH water. And what this is pretty much like a face toner. But I also use this for my plants. And if I want to clean my windows, I use beauty water as well. And that's just one of them. The other one that I think is like one of the best waters of them all, and this is what makes it into a medical grade device, is the 2.5 pH water. And while you are making the 2.5 pH water, you're also making 11.5 water, which the 11.5 can remove herbicides and pesticides from your fruits and vegetables. We do that all day. And then with the 2.5, it kills a lot of things. It's able to kill, this is based off the ABS labs. It kills Salmonella, E. coli, hepatitis B, AIDS, HIV, whatever's in your kitchen. It kills a lot of stuff, and it's non-toxic. I love it.
Okay, guys. So if you guys want to follow Manny Chumiso, his TikTok account, I have it here on the screen. If you guys are so kind to follow him as well. I'm going to see if I can add the same link so you guys can book a call through his website. It's the same link. So thank you so much, guys, for all the questions. I'm going to hand this over to Manny again so he can
see the other questions.
Interact with you guys.
Yes. I love these tests. And what I love about it is I can replicate it multiple times with different brands of water. Okay, let's see what else is there. Garanga seeds.
Moringa.
Oh yeah, moringa. Sorry, my bad. Dixie Darling. Oh, you went out and in. Okay. So watermelon is fantastic. I want that system, Dixie, Evelyn. Dixie, if you get the chance to talk to Evelyn, she'll give you all the beautiful information. And also, you can go to her TikTok, go to that link, and schedule a phone call. We'll give you all the information you need. I'm doing moringa seeds. Oh, actually.
We went to the Chinese, I don't know. I wouldn't call it a market because, yeah, it is an Asian market, and they have all this Chinese medicine.
Moringa seeds. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, we were able to buy the moringa seeds from them. That was really cool. They have so many items that I don't know what they are, what they're good for, but that's where we found them here in San Diego. What was the name of the store? Ranch 99?
March 99.
March 99?
Oh no, Ranch 99, you're right. Okay, so when it comes, Dixie, when it comes to sea moss, you know how, do you make your own sea moss or do you buy the sea moss? Because there's a few people that make their sea moss, they actually rinse it, like if you have access to the structured water, you can actually rinse the sea moss with the structured water, especially with 9.5 or 11.5, get those antioxidants into the sea moss. And then when you put it in a blender, you put it with the structured water, and you'll have sea moss, not just with the minerals, but also with the antioxidants. And when you put that in the blender, you put it in your refrigerator and so on and so forth, and you use it for your multiple meals, even the sea moss in like soups and other things, and smoothies, you can use the structured water, you get more antioxidants. You get more antioxidants as well as the minerals from the sea moss. And the cool thing is when you use the structured water, you're able to absorb more minerals from the sea moss, more of the benefits of the sea moss using structured water. When it comes to the bottled waters, because it's much heavier, it doesn't absorb into the body all that well. But when you use structured water, it absorbs into the water at a higher percentage. So if you was getting about maybe like with sea moss, you're getting like maybe 50%, just to give it nice and generous. With structured water, because the water molecules are much smaller because of the electrolysis, the sea moss absorption will go up into the 90s. It's beautiful. One of the hardest, most powerful herb that you can consume / food is turmeric. Turmeric has curcumin. Curcumin has all the health benefits in the world that deals with, it's antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal,
many things that you can say. A lot of things that you cannot say on social media. The
absorption of curcumin from the root itself is less than 1%. And when you add in pepper and cooking oils or digestible oils, it raises it up between 3 to 8%. But then when you start including the structured water, that raises it up to a higher percentage in the 30s and the 40s. And then like supplements that you get from GNC, they pride themselves on absorption. A lot of their supplements, it costs extra money to get higher absorption, like in the 30s and the 40s. But when you use structured water, it cranks it up even higher. You can go to Walmart and get the supplements and get higher absorption out of that than the GNC supplements with tap water or bottled water. There's a huge difference. So that's awesome. Not a lot of people know about the moringa seeds. That's awesome, Dixie. Let me see. Oh, there's more. Oyster mushrooms. Oh, you are big into the health. I love it. That's very yes, and thanks. Ginger. Oh, you start using structured water with ginseng. Ooh, you'll get a lot out of that ginseng. Okay. So it's almost getting to that time for us. So
did you do the closing here?
No, I gotta do the thank you for the reminder. I need to turn that on.
So guys, don't forget to please schedule a phone call with Manny through the link on my bio, and he'll be more than happy to dedicate a whole time to talk to you and answer your questions one-on-one.
Yes. Questions. I love questions because everyone is going through their health journey and we get to learn from each other, which is beautiful. And okay, let's see. All right. And record. Okay, in summary, these 3 bottles of water, my kitchen, basically, they all have minerals. So awesome about that. These 2 did not have antioxidants, but this one had antioxidants. So a big thumbs up. Also, the pH of these waters was blue and emerald blue. So that's okay. It's above neutral. But here we got a beautiful royal purple, so it's super alkaline. So if you're all into the alkaline, you're at least being consistent and getting some alkaline water. But the most important thing out of this whole thing is so far, Avian has not outperformed the water that I make in my kitchen. The most important thing to help improve yourself is the antioxidants. The antioxidants is everything. The electrons is everything. Jonathan Emmerich said it himself. Electrons is everything. So thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned, ask questions, follow. Thank you so much for your time. Be healthy and be an alkalized human. Till then, peace. Nice little pause. Pause. You need a pause. Okay. Okay, so in closing for me, for you guys, I want to thank you so much for spending your time here. And if you have more questions, please ask questions. We love questions. If you want to book a phone call or have a conversation through chat, you can also follow Hydration Angel or the Alkalized Man somewhere. Oh, it's all here. Or you can follow the Alkalized Man because you guys were able to
So
stumble
guys,
upon
do
that.
me a favor, follow Manny on his TikTok account because he's saying too much fire information and I don't want my account shut down. Okay?
Yes,
he hasn't gotten his censor yet for all the things that he's saying that I already told him. So
yeah, so
we need Manny's account to grow to 1,000 followers so he can get his account banned if he wants to and keep mine. All right.
Yes, so what I have to say is during the time that we had the period, a lot of us have woken up. I said period. That's all I said, babe. A period that a lot of us started to learn a little extra pieces of information. Also, a lot of our faith has been changed, and also our belief as well as the science has been updated. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, fantastic. We're on the same page. So there are people who are looking for methods to help improve themselves. So if there was another period,